In this video I'm going to have a look at using our Agar slants that we made in one of the previous videos to preserve our mushroom genetics long term by putting a sample of the mycelium in the slant, and then we can keep that in the fridge for future use. So what I'm going to use today is I've got Dryad saddle. This is a new liquid culture I've just purchased. I've run it out on Agar to see if it was nice and clean, and as you can see it's very, very clean, no contamination on it at all. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little sample of this and stick it in my Agar slant. Now to do that we're going to take the lid off, and we're just going to take a very, very small sample from the Agar. Now this Agar plate, I've poured this a little bit thick. Ideally I'd like to do them a little bit thinner than this. So we've got our sample we've taken out of our Agar plate, and then we just need to take the lid off our slant, and we're just then going to drop the block of Agar down the bottom like that. Now we're going to pop the lid back on, and we'll do one more. So we're going to take this one here, and then we're going to take another little sample out of our plate. I'll see if I can try and get a thinner one out of this one. Yes, cut it. That's perfect, got a little thin sample there, and then we're going to drop that down into our slant, onto our Agar, and we're going to pop the lid on, and we'll label these up. Now these are going to need incubating for a week or so for them to colonise the slant. Now it might be quite surprising, we've got no fresh air exchange in here, or no air hole on the top. There'll be enough oxygen in there for the mycelium to colonise really well, and then the increase in CO2, and obviously it's going to be put in the fridge. That's going to then slow down the progress of the Agar, and then we can keep it for future use. Now at the back of the flow hood here I've got an example of shiitake which I've had on an Agar slant, and you can see I've nibbled away at it using this to reanimate some more liquid cultures or some more Agar plates. So what I'm going to do at this one here, I am just going to get one of my potato dextrose Agar plates. I've also got a little video, if you check back on my channel, of how to make these plates. I've also got a video on making the light malt extract plates. So I've got a fresh scalpel, and what we need to do is we need to open our shiitake, and again we need to try and just get a little tiny sample of Agar out of our slants, which we can then take out and transfer onto our Agar plate. Still stuck down with some parafilm there. And if we pop that onto our fresh Agar plate, that should then start growing away, and we can then use that to start up another liquid culture. Now I'm just going to give the end of the scalpel a little bit of a flame before I do the next one. And I've got another my potato and dextrose Agar plates here. So if we open this one, and we want to try and take another little sample out of the slants. I think that should be big enough there. And we'll just pop that one onto the agar as well. Lid on. And then we'll get this sealed up, and that can go straight back in the fridge. So we've now got 2 samples of shiitake there, where basically we've reanimated our mycelium that we've had in sort of suspended animation in the slant in the fridge. It's a very useful way of obviously storing your samples, and then, you know, if anything goes wrong with anything you've got, or you lose a culture, or you get contamination in something, you can then go back to your reference sample and get your cultures going again. Now I'm just going to parafilm these up, and if you've had a look on the video as well on the channel, show you my little incubation cupboard. We're going to pop these in the incubation cupboard. And if you remember, it also said that we need to store these, or incubate them upside down, so we don't get lots of condensation. But before we tip them upside down, I am going to leave them right way up, just for an hour or so, just to make sure that that agar has stuck itself down with the mycelium on. There's nothing worse than doing this and spinning it over really quickly, and then your piece of agar dropping off, and you've ruined it because it's now stuck to the lid. So we've got 2 samples of shiitake there that we're going to incubate, and hopefully these should be colonising within a week or so, and then I can either do an agar to grain transfer or a agar to liquid cultural transfer. Now, if you found this video useful, you please check out my channel, subscribe. I've got lots of other videos related to growing mushrooms. Fantastic hobby, hope you enjoyed it.